Okay, so what is the course description? This course is offered in a competency-based format, thus allowing students to demonstrate competency through mastery assessment called post-test. Student must score at least 70% on each post-test in order to proceed to the next unit in the course. This course prepares individuals for a career as a network engineer is a voice over IP engineer, network or VoIP engineer in the IT information technology support industry. In IT industry. So this course prepare individual for a career as a network or voice over IP engineer in the IT industry. Students will be taught various responsibility and tasks required for a service engineer to successfully perform in a specific environment. Okay. Participation policy. Students must actively participate in an online course by completing the reading, online activities, pre-test, post-test for each unit, and check email and access the course daily. Important date, the course starts from January 16, 2018 through March the 2nd, 2018. Okay, so we have about 7 weeks. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay. This course is designed to be completed in 7 weeks. Okay, so all work must be completed no later than March the 2nd, 2018. Work turned in after this date will not be considered in the final grade computation. What is the program learning outcome? We have 6 PLO for the BAT program. In this class, PLA 2 will be assessed. That means the ability to demonstrate core IT competency in networking and conversion. So how many competency we have? Well, upon successful completion of this course, student will describe different technology, architecture, and protocol used in the telecommunication industry. And then competency 2, design and configure and troubleshoot voice over IP internet protocol using popular application. And the third competency, explain and diagram component of voice over IP. And the last one is competency 4, which is to examine the security and troubleshoot of conversion technology. So these are the 4 competency. Okay. Let me go back to my blackboard here. You will see the competency in here. Okay, it's on the left hand side. Okay, so you have competency 1, competency 2, competency 3, and competency 4. Okay. I make a note here. Student must pass the post-test before they can proceed to the next competency. Student will have 2 attempts to pass the post-test, which is 70 and higher. I need to fix this. Supposed to be 2 attempts. The third one is at the discretionary of the instructor. And each of this competency folder, you will see all the resources there. Let me give you an example. If the student click this one, you will see what competency overviews, and then learning activities and instruction, and then you have the learning objective of this competency. Then you will have pre-test. Okay, so you need to click this folder, then you will see the pre-test. Okay, the pre-test, you see the pre-test. Okay, and then you will also check all this learning objective 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, which is chapter 6, chapter 7, and chapter 8. My chapter is referred to the recommended books that I just mentioned to you in the earlier recording. Okay, so if I click this one, you have chapter 6 material there. All right, you have my PowerPoint, and then you have my assignment there. Okay, so I would suggest before you take the pre-test, maybe you need to get familiarized. You need to familiarize yourself with what they're gonna ask you about it. Okay, and then chapter 7, which is telephony hardware, I'm gonna click here. You also will see my PowerPoint and my assignment questions, and sometime I also post a discussion, okay, which is in here. All right, and then you have competency learning objective 1.3 is about data and converse network. Again, you will see the PowerPoint, and then you will see some assignment, and in the middle I may put some kind of a discussion in it. Okay, so this one is called competency 1, right? Then after you finish this one, after you finish reviewing the learning objective 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, I would suggest you click the pre-test. Okay, you will not be graded on the pre-test. However, you need to know more or less what they're gonna ask you on the post-test. And then in the post-test, when you click this folder, okay, you will see my post-test competency 1 post-test, which consists of multiple choice question and 3 essay question. So you must be able to complete this and pass this with 70% or better. If you don't finish, if the student do not pass this competency 1, they need to repeat one more time. Okay, you may have a different set of questions than this, but these are some of the material that you will be tested. Okay, telephony fundamental, telephony hardware, and data and the voice converse. All right, so you have 2 attempts to take this test, and then the 3rd attempt is at the instruction discretionary. If the student complete the first competency with a C or better, or pass with 70% or better, then you can move to the next one, which is competency 2. Okay, so let me see. So I can click here, and you will see competency 2. Okay, competency 2 is voice over application. So the bread and the butter of this course is actually in the competency 2, because we're gonna do many configuration. There are several programs that we're gonna use. The first one is Cisco Unified Call Manager Express. Actually, the first one is called Brikiki application, Brikiki voice over IP application. Okay. And then the second then that we're gonna use is called Cisco Unified Call Manager Express. And the last one is asterisk, is called Free PBX. This is a Linux-based voice over IP. So you are going to learn 3 of them: Cisco Unified Call Manager, Brikiki, and the Free PBX. Free PBX is based on the asterisk. Okay, so again, here you have a pre-test, and then you have a post-test. Okay, as I mentioned to you earlier, you will not be graded on the pre-test. The one that you will be graded is the post-test. So I want you to be familiarize yourself with the way how the course is running, and browse around and see if you understand about the competency-based education course. Okay. Please email me or call me if you have any questions or require further clarification. This one, I think I already mentioned to you that student must score at least 70% on each post-test. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. Also, I give you example that you may get 84, student may accumulate 84 point out of 100, which is a B in traditional class, but for the purpose of this competency-based education, he or she may not pass this CBE course. They are not complete. Okay, that means they are not complete. Why? Because one of the competency, he or she only gets 68. Okay, each of this competency student need to have at least 70%. All right. What else here? The weight on the competency is, this is about competent. The post test is 1/3. The third post, the post test for the third one is about 1/3, and the post test for the fourth one is 1/3, and the post test for the competency 2 is 50 point. This is like almost half of it. So make sure that the student pay attention a little bit more details on the competency number 2. Okay. All right. As soon as you log into this Blackboard, I may ask you to email me your phone number or email address so I can contact you or call you and to discuss with you before we start the course, and so we have a good understanding how this course will be is going to run. Okay. Grading policy, I will answer the pre-test, the post-test, I will answer as soon as possible. It's usually 1 or 2 days of that. Well, if it's a multiple choice, it's an automatic. And for the essay, I will answer that within 24 to 48 hours. Okay. And if you do not pass the post-test with at least 70% on the second attempt, you may need to have a counseling session with your instructor. Course policy, please be sure to read all of this, right? Make sure you read all this. Okay. So hopefully you can print this out and read it a few times and make sure you understand. Thank you.